video clip to 067 271 8239.
Alexandra
And
Fraser is consultant of Fraser Consulting and Company, founder of DazzleAngels. She's a business owner, angel investor, and startup advocate in this continent of Africa. She's passionate about building a vibrant, sustainable, high-growth entrepreneurial ecosystem across the continent. With over 15 years experience in early-stage investments, she works with a variety of startups to grow their businesses, raise funding, I like that, raise funding, access to customers and markets. I love that even more. Alex joins us on Opportunity Tuesday, and thank you so much for the time, Alexandra. Good evening.
Good evening, and thank you so much to you and your team and your listeners for having me on your show.
Thank you for your time. Now, I am so glad to have you here because I've always wanted to talk to somebody about this concept of angel investing. What is that in simple English, in grade 8 English?
Okay, in grade 8 English, an angel investor is someone with a bit of money and a bit of time and a bit of experience, and who is willing to part with this money and this knowledge and this time to support you as an entrepreneur and help you grow your business. That's essentially what an angel investor is.
Aha, now I get it. But I can tell you, and this platform is about for small businesses. Yeah. I know I speak for a lot of them when I say they do not know, one, about the concept, and two, where to find these angel investors. Where do they hide? Where's the black book?
That's a very good question, and I'm going to tell your listeners where you can find some angel investors and a little bit more about them. So an angel investor is an individual. So because just like you or me, we have different preferences. When you go to the shops, we don't all buy the same goods and things and clothes. So it's important to remember that every angel investor has a different set of investment criteria. So they're looking for something different. So the first thing to do is to really get to know a potential angel investor and to understand what they're looking for in a business or in an entrepreneur. So for instance, our angel group, we are passionate about female-founded businesses, and we will only invest in businesses where there is at least one female co-founder. So that's something that's really important for us. And others, for instance, will only invest in businesses in the ICT sector or at a certain stage. So you need to get to know your angel investors and exactly what they're looking for. But most investors will have quite a clear list.
Well, I just want to say to Freddie at this moment, he must know that we're not going to get funding from you because we are a male-owned, male-started business. But it's okay. We understand. Female businesses need investors too.
Or you could always bring some females onto your team.
Yes, we tried. But anyway, let's not digress. Do angel investors have different requirements from typical, normal, or what we call conventional funders?
They do. It again, Rams, it depends on the angel itself. So they will most likely want to take a percentage of equity in your business. Some will lend you the money and expect it to be repaid, but most angel investors invest in your business. So it's important that you have a business. Most angel investors don't just want you to have a good idea. They want you to have done some research and done some work to validate the idea and prove that the market or your customers are really there and they want your product or service. They want to be able to know that your business is growing and has good growth prospects. And they hopefully would like to know how they're going to get their money back from you so that they can invest in other businesses, because many angel investors are entrepreneurs or business owners themselves. They work hard. So also know that every rand they put into your business, they've already paid tax on that rand and had to work twice as hard for it. So they're going to want to know what you're going to do with the money and how they can potentially make a return. But also, I think what's really important is how can they help you grow your business? And
that was my next question. Sorry to interrupt you, because I wanted to say, over and above, investing in my business financially and taking equity, how else are they involved to make sure that I grow so that I can pay them back so that they can help the next person?
Absolutely. And I think this is really important when you're looking as an entrepreneur, when you're looking for an angel investor, find someone who can really help your business grow and help you grow as well as an entrepreneur. So find someone that has got experience in the sector that you play with or that you operate in, that can leverage their networks to perhaps get you introductions to new customers, that has kind of walked the path before and can really give you practical advice on how to build the business. So for instance, with the entrepreneurs we work with, we only will work with entrepreneurs in sectors that we're familiar with. So if someone asks us for funding and advice in a sector that's completely outside aerospace, for instance, we are a group of 20 angel investors. There's no one with aerospace experience. So for us, we will not invest. We don't know any rocket ship manufacturers. We don't know what it requires for you to train astronauts, and building rocket ships are also a little bit outside of our budget in terms of the amount of money that we'll say good luck, and we will maybe give you some advice of where to go and maybe go and knock on the Department of Science and Innovation's door, but rocket ships are not for us, just as an example.
Makes sense.
We play to our strength.
Where do we draw the line, Alex, between helping me build my business, access new markets, really solidify this product as a great product, and what most SMEs fear, interference in my business?
Sure. So absolutely. I think that is the big decision that every entrepreneur has to make. If I give up equity in my business, then I am getting someone involved in the business, and I need to give them information, and I need to answer their questions, and I need to potentially report to them. But you need to weigh that up with the value that an entrepreneur or then a really good angel investor, hopefully with entrepreneurial experience, can bring to the party. And a good angel will know, often when things are not going so well, they'll ask a lot of questions and say, how can I help? And they will expect regular communication. But once they've got confidence in you and they know things are going well, they'll probably step back. So often in the early days, when you're getting to know the entrepreneur and the business is just getting built, then you spend a lot of time and you nurture the entrepreneurs and you help them and you answer their phone calls and you help them figure out systems, and because hopefully you've done it before. And then as the business grows and matures, and hopefully they'll get more investors on board, and they'll be able to mentor and help others on the journey.
I know up to today, 3 million years later, nobody knows how long a piece of a shoestring is. So I'm still going to ask, what would be the typical length of time of this relationship between the angel investor and the business that they're investing in?
So there's a joke in America, in the US, that says the relationship between an investor and an entrepreneur is longer than the average marriage. So if you think it's going to be a quick relationship, a few months, then I think you need to look at your options again. Typically, an investor will be involved with your business for a number of years. And I would say at least 3 to 5 years, if not longer. So when, we see some of the amazingly successful businesses. So if you think about Aisha Pandor from Sleep South, she had angels investors right in the beginning of her business. They started that business in 2012, and her angel investors have exited only now, and it's just a few years ago. So that was a fairly long journey, and you tend to be involved in the business and hope it goes well, and as it raises additional funding and grows.
So for every guest that I have on the show,
Yeah.
Our followers wait for one question only. They don't care about anything else that I ask.
Yes.
They want to know, how then do we get hold of DazzleAngels and hopefully get somebody to put a bit of money and experience and markets into our business?
Absolutely. So Rams, there are a few websites I would like to mention, and I've got the sites open in front of me. So the first thing to do, and I'll give you the links to post on your Facebook page as well.
Great stuff.
So the first thing is, look, angel investing is not for everyone, but there is funding available for entrepreneurs. So I would strongly advise you to also, your followers, to visit a site called finfind.co.za, which looks at all different types of funding for SMMEs. And I'm going to give that to you shortly. Then there is also DazzleAngels, our angel investment site, and that's DazzleAngels.com. You can read more information about DazzleAngels on our website. And there is also a link for an application form. So you can, if you would like us to consider you for funding, you can fill out the application form. It will come through to us and we will look at it as a group of angel investors. There is also a local angel investment network in Josie called Josie Angels. So you might want to also look at Josie Angels as well. And it's josieangels.co.za. And those are different sites that I would strongly recommend you having a look at. Yeah.
So folks, the mystery is over now. We now know where these angels reside. We've got these sites, and I'm going to repeat the sites. Go out and find them. You know, at the very least, talk to them. They may lead you in the right direction. It may not always be an investment, but there's nothing harmful with reaching out to the right people. I know Alex is about to be load shed because she's not as lucky as I am. Freddie is load shed where he is now. So I don't know how he's connecting with me while he's load shed. So Alex, it's been wonderful chatting to you. I really would like to perhaps make this, you know, once a month, maybe once every 2 months, we talk about other things to look at in this kind of space, but also to share stories of some startups that have done well from angel investing in their time. So I don't want this to be the last conversation you and I have.
Of course, Rams. Rams, I have also given you one last link. It is a free course. It was designed by the Western Cape government. And I know that you're in Gauteng, but I'm all about making the connections between Western Cape and Gauteng stronger. But there is a free early stage investing course that we built and developed at the beginning of this year. It's a series of videos. It won't take you a long time, but it's really useful for entrepreneurs to watch, because then you'll understand the mindset of an entrepreneur. And it's got lots of interviews with successful entrepreneurs and investors.
Well, the reason that would work, there are two reasons why that would work for us. One is that, believe it or not, some of our followers are in Nigeria, and I'm not lying, in the USA. So we're all over. I'm broadcasting from Gauteng, but our following is all over the country, and we have a few promising in Nigeria and in the US. Reason number two is that that's precisely what we're always looking for, opportunities for our followers. So I may actually get you back to talk more about that one for the next conversation, so that we expand more about that opportunity. That would be so great. But for tonight, I am so glad that you also opened my eyes a lot about where to find angel investors. So Alexandra, Fraser, it's been wonderful having you. I'd like to say have a great evening further, but I'm not sure how it's going to work in the dark. But you're a strong woman. I know you'll survive.
We'll be fine. I'm prepared. Got my candles, got my gas stove ready.
Yeah. I will speak to a few friends I know at ESCOM so that it doesn't happen again when I have you on air.
Oh, thank you. That would be so nice.
Thank you so much. Have a great evening. And folks, tomorrow is Wisdom Wednesday. So tomorrow we meet our long missing funding coach, Zara Roji. She's joining us. And tomorrow she's specifically going to talk to you about what you should not put in your business plan. The nonsense that we put in and hope that we're going to get somebody to support us. She's going to tell you, stop putting that stuff in. So please tune in tomorrow and fine tune that business plan and go out there. And what do you know? Maybe the next investor is an angel investor. because you got a good business plan. So that concludes tonight's show. Thank you very much, Frederick, from your darkness there. Thank you to all our guests for tonight. We shall see you tomorrow evening, 7:30 p.m. as usual on Talk with Rams on all our platforms. From me, Rams Mabote, good night and God bless.